Jumping the resistor terminal labeled R directly to the common terminal labeled C during most electrical tests is unnecessary and can cause dangerous faults if performed without understanding the circuit's power distribution. When testing circuits, always identify which terminal carries supply voltage and which serves as common or ground before making any direct connections. R commonly represents the positive 24-volt supply while C is the common return, so shorting them effectively places a direct short across the source. Use a multimeter set to the appropriate function and range to measure voltage between R and C first, noting the expected reading of approximately 24 volts in many control circuits. If the reading differs, trace back to fuses, transformer secondaries, and wiring to isolate the issue. When injecting a test signal, use an isolated power source or signal generator through a current limiting series resistor rather than bridging R to C, which prevents overcurrent that can damage windings or trip protective devices. For continuity or resistance checks, always remove power and discharge capacitors beforehand and isolate the component from the circuit to avoid misleading parallel paths and possible damage to the meter. When dealing with uncommon components such as control transformers, identify the primary and secondary windings and their insulation ratings. Do not assume terminals labeled similarly across different manufacturers mean the same internal connections. Finally, document your steps and restore all jumpers and connectors to their original configuration after testing so the circuit returns to safe operational state. 3 common mistakes are shorting the supply to common while the circuit is powered, which can blow fuses or damage transformers. Always verify power is removed or use current-limited test equipment. Second, measuring resistance in circuit without isolating components, which produces incorrect readings because parallel paths alter results. Solution is to disconnect one end of the component before measuring. Third, neglecting to discharge capacitors or isolate stored energy parts, which can deliver shocks or damage instruments. Always discharge capacitors with a properly sized resistor and confirm 0 volts before proceeding. BigHomeProjects.com connects homeowners with local contractors who specialize in electrical diagnostics and safe testing practices, helping find professionals who will avoid risks such as jumping supply to common. The site also helps contractors build visibility and receive job leads from homeowners seeking qualified service for wiring, transformer, and control circuit work.